Hi guys, this is Sadak from Reboot.com. In this video, we'll show you how to flash latest LineageOS ROM Android 16 base onto Poco F7. So please take a backup of all your phone's data and then let's get started. So first off, get the ROM file from here. This is the link, and from here you have to get three files. The ROM file, either the GApps or the non-GApps version, and then get the vendor boot and the recovery. Just these three files are required: recovery, vendor boot, and the ROM file, either GApps or the non-GApps. I am using the GApps build, and then these two files. Once you've got all the three files, let's now start flashing with the ROM. So for that, your first action is to get Android SDK from my article, extract them onto your PC. Upon extraction, you will get the following files, as you could see over here. Once you've done the extraction, now you have to enable USB debugging and OEM unlocking. OEM unlocking is required to unlock the phone, and USB debugging is required for ADB commands. So let's enable both the toggles onto our phone. For that, go to settings, then from there, about phone, type on OS version 7 times, then go back, go to additional settings, dev options, and from there, enable OEM unlocking as well as USB debugging. Once that is done, let's first verify the debugging connection. So type in CMD in the address bar of platform tools, hit the enter key, then type in the command ADB devices and verify that you are having an ID. As you could see in our case, we are having this ID. If that's all fine, then let's move with the next step of the flashing. So now you will have to unlock the phone's bootloader. So for that, if you are on Hyper OS 3 Android 16, in that case, open this article and use the Hyper Exploit approach or the avoid quota limit reach. So the avoid quota limit reach video is shown here. Article and video both are given. So please go through them once and unlock the phone's bootloader. Once that is done, please re-enable USB debugging once again. Now let's move with the next step. So after unlocking is complete, now you have to boot the phone to Fastboot mode. So for that, the command is quite easy. Just it's the ADB reboot bootloader. Hit enter. The phone should now be in the Fastboot mode in just a few moments. Let's just wait for that to happen. And then type in the command of Fastboot devices and verify that you are having an ID. So you could see we're having the ID. If you're not having this ID, in that case, please install the Fastboot drivers onto your PC. The link for the same is given below. So go to this link, install the Fastboot drivers, then do a right click on the Windows icon, choose Device Manager, then expand the Android phone section and verify your phone should be shown here. As you could see in our case, it's shown here. If that's all fine, then let's now flash the ROM file. So just verify you have all the three files, the ROM file, the recovery and the vendor boot. Once you've got all the files, transfer the file inside over here. So let me first copy the vendor boot and the recovery file and paste the file inside platform tools. Let's now do a renaming as well. If there are any numbers, please remove them. So let's remove it, and it's recovery IMG. This is the vendor boot IMG. And then the third is the ROM zip file. Let's copy that as well. The ROM is over here. Paste it here as well. So with this, we have got the recovery, the vendor boot, and the ROM file. Okay, just give me a few seconds. It's now pasted. Rename this to ROM. The name becomes rom.zip. And let's now flash all the three files, starting with the recovery. So copy this command. Paste the command in the CMD window. Hit enter. After that, we have the vendor boot. So copy this command, paste the command once again in the CMD window, hit the enter key. And now let's reboot the phone to the LineageOS recovery, which we have just flashed. So it's Fastboot reboot recovery. You may again copy the command and paste it here, hit the enter key. And with this, we should now be inside the LineageOS recovery in just a few moments. So with this, we are now inside the recovery. As you could see, first off, go to factory reset. If the touch is not working, use the volume key to highlight the option of factory reset. Press the power key to confirm. Again, format data factory reset. Once again, format data, and data wipe is now done in a few seconds, as you could see. So after that, go back. So use the volume key to highlight the back arrow at the top left. This is the one. Press the power key to confirm. Then select apply update. Apply from ADB. And you are now in the ADB sideload mode. Let's verify that as well. For verification, the command is ADB devices and verify you're having the sideload keyword, as you could see over here. If that's all fine, let's now flash the ROM file. So it's ADB sideload and the file name, which is rom.zip. Hit the enter key. The flashing will now start. Take 4 to 5 minutes. So let's just wait for that to complete. So guys, the flashing is now complete. To flash any other zip file, tap on yes. In our case, we have flashed all the files because it's a GApps build. So I don't want any other file to be flashed. So in my case, that's all fine. So I will tap on no. Okay, let's again use the power key to confirm, which is here. Finally, please do a factory reset once again. So a phone formatting is required. both before and after flashing a ROM file. So once you have flashed all the other files as well, please do a factory reset. It's a must. Format data once again. And data wipe is now complete. So once again, let's go back to the main menu. Tap on Reboot System now. And the phone will now boot to the OS. But the first booting up will take up some time. Around 30-40 seconds. That's all normal. Nothing to worry about. From next time, that will not happen. Since we have flashed a new OS, the booting up will be longer. So with that said, let's just keep a tab on the boot logo or the boot animation. And you could now see we have got it. So this means we have flashed the ROM file. So there's no issue with this. So let's just give it some more time and you could see we are now inside the OS. So let's get started. Start and skip this for now. If you want, you may connect to Wi-Fi, link your Google account and restore all the app data. But that will take ages. So I've skipped that. Let's skip this as well. More, just simply accept all the terms and conditions and that is it. Skip this. LineageOS features fine. Dark theme is fine as well. Gesture is what I require. And that is it. We are now inside the LineageOS Android 16 base. And I applied the GF build, so I have a lot of Google apps as well. Even the Meets is there and all such apps, which usually is not there on all the other phones. It's a system app. Yes, so I will need ADB shell command to remove them from my phone. No issues. YouTube Music is there as well. These extra apps. This is the QR tiles. You may change the size as well if you are aware. Simply drag it. And you could see once done, just hit the back arrow. And it's now saved as you could see over here. In the settings menu, let's see what all is new. So in the display section, let's head over to the dark theme. And since this is QPR2 based, we have this option of expanded. So this will force enable dark mode across all the apps, even that does not support it. For example, Fitbit, Amazon, dark mode will be enabled in all those apps as well now, which is great to see. Pure black theme is what I require. Then apart from that, colors, contrast, rotation settings, smooth display, 120 Hz is fine. This will lead to more battery drainage, but that's fine. Tap to wake, tap to sleep. Let's see. Tap to sleep is working. Double tap to wake is also working. Great. Then next up, we have the wallpaper and style section. This has also been revamped in the QPR2 base. So first off is the clock. We have quite a few clock styles, which you might be aware of. So let's choose this one. You could change the clock color as well. Make it more darker or lighter from here. Let's stick with the wallpaper color only. Change the size large or small. Let's go with large only. Hit the apply button. Shortcuts. I want to first is the DND. On the right hand side, it's usually the flashlight. Hit the apply button. Then on the home screen, let's see what all is there. Colors, you may change it from here. You could see these colors are there. So, and these are some other colors which you can choose from. So as of now, let's choose something very dark blue or something like that. This was great, but it will not be applied until you turn off the pure black theme. You could see. So please, first off, if you have enabled that, turn off pure black from the dark theme mode. And now the theme will be applied as you could see. Great. Then wallpapers, you might be aware of. In LineageOS, you get all these wallpapers. This is fine. Then icons, you could change the icon shapes as well. Let's choose this one. Theme icons can be enabled or disabled from here. Hit the apply button. Layout 5x5 is the one which I use always. You could use till 5x7 and that is it. Then let's go back. The next option we have is, okay, we are done with this. System, buttons, power menu, advanced restart is there. Great to see. In that we have the options of system, recovery, fastboot D and the fastboot. All the four options are there. System UI is just not there. Then edge long swipe action, you may add an action to this. Let's say launch the camera. Let me show you. The issue with this, it will work, but it tends to conflict with the back gesture. It always does that. Whenever I do a back, it tends to overlap the back gesture. So I keep this turned off, but the choice is all yours. Anything fancy as such? No, it's the same one. Status bar, quick pull down. Let's say right hand side. It's working well and good. System icon can be shown or hidden from this section. Clock positioning is fine. Let's add the seconds as well. It's now visible. Icons is fine. Next to the icon, battery percentage, you could see over here. Let me show you. Now it's fine. And apart from that, gestures, navigation mode, one hand mode, swipe to take a screenshot is not there. Okay. Then you may solve the updates from here or using the ADB sideload. The choice is all yours. Apart from that, it's all the same. Okay, let's see the home settings. From here, you must sure hide the Google app from the left hand side. Since I'm using a GI package, I have the Google app. In your case, if it's a non-GI package, then there will be no GI apps as such and no Google app on the left hand swipe. So keep that point in mind. You may hide the apps from this section. Tap on the eye icon to hide it. Again, tap on it to show it. As simple as that. Swipe to start a search. Use theme icon in app drawer. This will only work if you have enabled theme icon in the home screen. Then only it will work. And I guess, guys, that's just about it. If you have any query with regards to any of the steps, let me know in the comment section. And thank you for watching the video.